There is a sound you have heard thousands of times without realizing what it was doing to your body. A low, continuous rumble, warm and steady, felt more in your chest than heard by your ears. When you are near a cat that is purring, something inside you softens without you deciding to. Your breath slows, your jaw unclenches. The grip on your shoulders loosens. That is not just comfort. That is your nervous system responding to a frequency it recognizes as a safe. And in this video, you are going to learn exactly why that happens, how to recreate it using only your own voice, and how to use it step by step in a complete healing session right now. This is not a general overview. This is the complete guide. Cats purr at frequencies between 20 and 150 Hz. The therapeutic window, the range where measurable biological effects occur, sits between 25 and 50 Hz. Research published in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America found that vibration in this range promotes the production of osteoblasts, the cells responsible for building and repairing bone tissue. Separate studies found that low-frequency vibration at these levels accelerates tissue healing and reduces markers of systemic inflammation. This is not alternative medicine. These are documented physiological responses. The mechanism works through mechanoreception. Your body is covered in receptors designed specifically to detect vibration. When you are exposed to frequencies in the 25 to 50 Hz range, those receptors transmit signals through the vagus nerve directly to the brainstem. The brainstem processes that signal as a safety cue and triggers a cascade of parasympathetic responses: slower breathing, reduced heart rate, lower cortisol, and a shift out of chronic sympathetic activation. Your nervous system does not know the difference between a purring cat and a human producing the same frequency. It only knows what it receives. Stephen Porges, the neuroscientist behind polyvagal theory, has written extensively about how low-frequency vibration activates what he calls the social engagement system, the branch of the vagus nerve associated with calm, connection, and physiological safety. A purring cat held close produces exactly the kind of signal this system is designed to receive. The good news is that you can produce it yourself. Doing it yourself is powerful because you are not just receiving the vibration from an external source. You are generating it from inside your own body through your own vocal cords directly alongside the vagus nerve. That proximity matters. If this is your first time here, this channel covers nervous system science in practical depth. Subscribe now so you never miss the video. Now, let us get into the session. Before we begin, set up your position correctly. Sit upright with both feet flat on the floor or lie down on a flat surface. Let your hands rest open on your thighs, palms facing up. This position is intentional. Open palms signal the nervous system that you are not in a defensive state. Let your jaw go soft. Let your teeth separate slightly. Do not force any relaxation. Just stop holding yourself together for a moment and see what happens naturally. Take one slow breath in through your nose. Let it fill your belly first, pushing it outward. Then let it rise into your chest. Hold at the top for just a moment. Then release slowly through your mouth, all the way to empty. Do this once more on your own. Notice if your shoulders drop slightly on the second exhale. That drop is your nervous system beginning to downshift. It is already working before we start the protocol. When you feel that slight heaviness in your limbs and softening behind your eyes, you are ready. Phase 1 is resonance matching. The lowest register of a cat purr sits around 25 Hz. A sound that feels like a slow, continuous produced behind the back of your throat, not in your mouth. Close your lips gently. Let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth. Now produce a low, rounded hum. Not loud. Barely audible to anyone else. You should feel it most in your sternum and at the base of your throat. If you feel it primarily in your nose, lower the pitch. If you feel nothing in your chest, deepen and slow the sound further. Hold that hum for 5 slow counts, then release. Pause for 3 counts of silence, then hum again for 5. Silence for 3. Do this 6 complete times. That is your phase 1. This is not a warm-up. This is direct stimulation. Your vagus nerve runs directly alongside your vocal cords, and every vibration you produce here is sending a signal down that nerve in real time. By the time you finish 6 cycles, your heart rate should already be slightly lower than when you started. Phase 2 is breath synchronization. Now we tie the hum to your breath. Inhale through your nose for 4 slow counts. Then, on your exhale, produce the same low chest hum, steady, sustained, rounded for 6 to 8 counts. Do not push the air out. Let the exhale carry the sound until it naturally fades. When the hum fades, pause for 1 count and inhale again. 4 counts in, 6 to 8 counts humming out. Pause, repeat. Do this for 10 complete breath cycles. At a natural pace, that is roughly 3 to 4 minutes. This is the core of the protocol. This extended humming exhale activates what researchers call respiratory sinus arrhythmia, a natural pattern in which your heart rate slows on a long exhale and rises slightly on the inhale. The longer and more complete your exhale, the stronger the signal your brainstem receives to downshift the nervous system. You are not performing a technique. You are speaking the body's native language. Some people notice that their mind begins to slow during this phase. Thoughts become less urgent. The internal noise quiets. This is not distraction. This is what happens when your nervous system stops scanning for threat and begins resting. Let it happen. Stay with the breath. Before I continue, there is something that helped me personally that I want to share with you. There is a protocol called the Vagus Nerve Reset Protocol. I went through every step myself. The breathing techniques built for different physiological states, the vocal methods that stimulate the vagus nerve directly, the cold exposure sequences, the tools for resetting the freeze response. It is built around the science of the vagus nerve, heart rate variability, and polyvagal theory. Not a concept, a complete system, step by step. The body responds quickly when you give it the right input. Most people feel a shift within the first few sessions. The link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. The longer you wait, the deeper the old pattern sets. Break it today. All right, let us continue with Phase 3. Phase 3 is the body scan with vibration. Continue the breathing and humming pattern from Phase 2, but now move your awareness slowly through your body as you breathe. Begin at the crown, your skull. Notice any tightness, pressure, or holding. Do not try to change it. Just observe. Move down through your forehead, your jaw, your throat. As you hum, visualize the vibration spreading outward from your sternum like slow ripples across still water. Continue down through your chest, your shoulders, your upper arms. Some people feel warmth arriving in areas that were previously tense. Some feel a slight tingling in their fingertips as circulation improves. Some feel nothing visible at first, and that is normal. The physiological response does not require your perception to be occurring. Continue scanning through your belly, your lower back, your hips, your thighs, your calves, all the way to the soles of your feet. One full body scan per breath cycle. Complete 4 to 5 minutes in this phase. Phase 4 is silence integration. After Phase 3, stop humming. Stop controlling your breath entirely. Let your body breathe itself however it wants. Keep your eyes closed. Do not reach for your phone. Do not shift positions. Just be still for 2 full minutes. This phase is where most people quit too early, and it is the most important part of the protocol. When you stop the active practice and enter silence, your nervous system consolidates the shift you just created. It moves from active parasympathetic stimulation into passive baseline resetting. Think of it like allowing concrete to cure. The work is not done when you stop humming. The work completes in the silence after. When the 2 minutes feel complete, take one slow breath in. Open your eyes softly and return to the room at whatever pace feels natural. Once you have completed the 4-phase protocol at least 3 times and feel familiar with it, you can add variations that target specific outcomes. Each one intensifies the effect in a different direction. The first advanced variation is the extended exhale. Instead of 6 to 8 counts on your humming exhale, extend it to 10 to 12 counts. This amplifies the respiratory sinus arrhythmia effect and produces a stronger parasympathetic response. Your heart rate will slow more noticeably on each exhale. You may feel a slight pleasant heaviness in your limbs. That is your body releasing chronic muscular tension it has been holding without your awareness. The second variation is chest placement. Place one hand flat on your sternum while humming. Apply gentle, steady pressure, not pushing, just solid contact. The physical weight helps you feel the vibration more precisely and anchors your awareness in the body rather than the mind. Many people find this deepens the resonance significantly and shortens the time it takes to feel the calming effect. The third variation is the 2-tone stack. After your standard humming exhale, produce a second slightly higher hum on your inhale, this one vibrating in your nasal cavity rather than your chest. Alternate low chest hum on exhale, higher nasal hum on inhale. This creates a dual stimulation of both the vagus nerve at the throat and the trigeminal nerve through the nasal passages. When both are active at the same time, the combined parasympathetic signal is measurably stronger than either produces alone. Here is the complete protocol in exact order. Phase 1. 6 cycles of 5-count hum followed by 3-count silence. Phase 2. 10 breath cycles of 4-count inhale and 6 to 8-count humming exhale. Phase 3. 4 to 5 minutes of continued humming breath paired with a full body scan. Phase 4. 2 full minutes of silence with completely natural breathing. Total session time, approximately 12 to 13 minutes. Practice this once daily for 7 consecutive days before evaluating your results. The change is not dramatic at first. A slightly slower resting pulse in the morning, a shorter recovery time after stress, a body that begins to recognize rest as its default state rather than something it has to earn. That shift compounds over time in ways that are difficult to describe until you have lived them. If this helped you, drop a comment below and tell me which phase you felt most strongly. Share this video with someone whose nervous system needs a reset and subscribe. There is more where this came from. This is parasympathetic.